I wish I could tell you that Gomorrah was another great foreign film for you to see, another hidden gem for you to look out for, but I just can't. It basically tells the story of the Camorra, which is the oldest organized crime structure in Italy. These are bad people. It's more of a secret society, really, than anything, originating in Naples as far back as the 1700s by some accounts. But unlike the hierarchical structure of the mafia, the Camorra is more of a secret fraternal alliance between independent gangs or clans that operate under a super strict code of silence. Through drug trafficking and protection rackets and the illegal dumping of poisonous waste, the Camorra make quite a few euro that they then invest in legitimate money-making schemes worldwide, so their influence extends far beyond the grimy slums of Naples in which they operate. But unlike the pinstriped pinky ring glamour of La Cosa Nostra, the Camorra is composed of mostly just a bunch of dirtbags that wear track pants and gold chains and carry out executions every 3 days or so. They are so brutal, in fact, that the author of the book Gomorrah, on which the film is based, is basically marked for life. He's got a police escort with him everywhere he goes, and I don't know, he's kind of screwed forever. This movie tells 5 smaller-scaled, more personal stories of some people affected by the organization in the hopes of elegantly revealing the bigger picture. But there's the problem. It falls just short of doing that. I mean, sure, these 5 smaller, more detailed stories are interesting, but they drag on for way too long, with very little payoff. I never really got a clear sense of how huge and influential and mysterious this organization actually is, or how it functions as a unique entity. You're only ever shown glimpses of the clans feuding amongst themselves, or them meting out their own brutal version of mob justice. But it's not until the final title cards pop up right before the end credits that you get a clear idea of what should have been explicit for the preceding 2.5 hours. Instead, everything that I know about the Camorra, I've had to look up online. Okay, let's get right down to it. This movie is way too long. It was confusing and extremely slow-paced at times. I honestly felt lost and a little abandoned by the filmmakers well into the second half. It was like I remained a stranger. I never engaged with any of the characters or what they were doing, really. And it's disappointing because I was really expecting to see something special. After all, Gomorrah has a 92% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and it made the top 10 lists of many critics for 2008 from when it was on the festival circuit. Which is crazy! The trailer promises an informative expose so shocking and brutal that it sets this mob tale apart from anything you may have seen before. But in reality, the criminal syndicate portrayed in the film is basically interchangeable with any other movie mob you may have seen before, except for the fact that these characters are completely trashy and 100% unglamorous. To me, any shock that the film actually delivers does so because of the performances and the characterization and the production design and even the locations. All of these elements were exceptional. All the acting was fantastic, and the sets and the locations were as grimy and as brutal as the Camorra itself. One of the best scenes in the movie shows these 2 young wannabe gangsters shooting an AK-47 off just for the hell of it in their underwear. I totally believe that this is the kind of savage, desperate world that the Camorra would prosper in. But in the end, they all just seem like a bunch of dirtbags to me, a bunch of small-time hoods with a strong sense of purpose but very little organization. I don't know, if the movie was like an hour shorter, maybe I'd feel differently, but as it stands, the long stretches in the film that supposedly serve to give you your final impression of this unique brand of organized crime will do nothing more than alienate you and bore the hell out of you. 5 out of 10.